This is going to be a little bit raw and emotional and like real, and you can actually see that I'm still a little affected from talking about it this morning. So here we go. So first of all, I would like to really apologize to you guys for not really being active on my YouTube. I'm still getting over a cold. Like everybody in our family has been sick, so I haven't been as present on YouTube as I normally would be. I do apologize about that, but I really wanted to say I don't care about my voice today and come on here because we were talking in my newest mentor group, the people that were just hired like within the past like month and a half. One of the people in the group, he asked, what's a good level of pay to have for your first month? What is average? Now, I can't tell you what is average. I really can't. I can tell you that my first month of pay was $300. I'm now one of the top 50 teachers every single month. But my first pay was only $300 a month, like for the first month. So we started talking to the teachers and I said, okay, well, show of hands, who has made over $300 this month? Okay, you're already doing better than I am. If you made over $300 your first month, you're at a better start than I was my first month. Not that we should really be comparing ourselves to each other, because you see all these other teachers that are saying like, I'm making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, and you're sitting here with a $350 paycheck. It's really easy to like look at it and say, dude, like I suck. Like, you know, don't get on that comparison wagon. The longer you do this, every month you're going to continue to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, as long as you keep doing the things that your mentors tell you. And then I decided that I was going to tell my story, which I have never, and it's kind of perfect timing considering like what's going on Friday, but I have never ever like actually publicly voiced my story before. So since I told them, I figured that I would tell all of you, and you can see like my eyes are like glossing over just thinking about it, because I'm now realizing like how far I have come and how thankful I am to have Palfish.
Which, by the way, if you're not a Palfish teacher and you want to sign up, go to the link in this video and it's going to tell you how to sign up.
So before I worked for Palfish, before I worked as an online teacher anywhere actually, I worked for the post office. And if any of you know anybody that works for the post office, you probably know this, but if you don't, this is going to be like news to you. Your mailmen work really hard. So they don't follow federal labor laws. They don't have to. They are exempt from them. A work day for me could consist of starting at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and still being on the street at 9, 10 o'clock at night delivering mail. I would be out there walking around in jeans because I didn't even have a uniform, and still delivering mail through 2 feet of snow at 10 o'clock at night, working 7 days a week, overtime every single week. They can go 12 months without giving you a day off if they really want to. I was 8 months pregnant and I'm walking like 15 miles a day. It was pretty cool. I was pretty healthy and pretty fit. Had a really easy delivery, so I guess it had its benefits. But after I had my baby, I was like, dude, I can't go back to that. Like, I have 2 other kids that I already struggle to get home on time. Like, daycare ends at 6 o'clock. Would they let me home to get my baby? Nope. So I was just like, I can't do this with a newborn. Like, I'm gonna be nursing a newborn and working like 80 hours a week. I can't do it. No way. No. Stopped. I didn't go back to the post office. And I struggled. And last year at this time, I was not able to make my minimum credit card payments or my minimum student loan payments. You know, my student loans went into default. My credit card minimum payment kept going up and up and up and up and up because I wasn't making the minimum payments. Like we were on the struggle bus. So we went to, you know, my kids are involved in things. Like my daughter does Girl Scouts and 4-H. And I remember we were sitting there at where you like design the little car and they have the races. So we're at the race and I'm sitting there and I'm talking to some of the other, you know, parents that I talk to, and I'm like, what do you do? What do you do for a job that enables you to financially take care of your family and be present for your children. Be able to go to the Pinewood Derby, be able to take your kid to the meetings or take your kid camping or show up to these these parent-teacher functions, show up. You know, like there'd be times where when I was working at the post office, there would be times where my daughter was the only one that didn't have a parent show up for a classroom event where all the parents showed up. So I start talking to these parents and I'm asking them, what do you do? I'm a school nurse. I'm a teacher. I am a school psychologist. I'm a student teacher. Or like a good portion of the parents worked in the schools. And I was like, duh, why didn't I ever think of that? Well, I'm like, duh. I can take off when my kids take off. If my kids have a snow day, I have a snow day. If my kids have holidays, I have holidays. If my kids, I mean, like, I was like, hello, that's like the best thing ever. Why didn't I think of that? And I finally was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And I started taking classes at Grand Canyon University. I signed up for my master's degree. And then someone was like, hey, what about like this online teaching? I'm like, that's a thing? Like I can teach from home? No way. So I started teaching with a VIP Kid. Well, I signed up with them, but it took forever to get started with them because I needed either an official transcript or my actual diploma. And I had never gotten that because I never applied to graduate because my bachelor's degree got me absolutely nowhere. Bachelor's degrees, I think, are junk the majority of time. Well, I signed up to work for VIP Kid, but I had to wait till I got my transcript. And I was like, well, maybe there's some place I don't have to wait. And I searched the internet high and low, and I finally found Palfish. And I started working for Palfish, and then VIP started, and I started working for them too. I got hired at Magic Ears. I got hired at iTutor Group. I got hired at Cambly. I just kind of like stuck my toes in everywhere and to see like what company I like the best. I started working for them. And my first month I made a whopping $300, which was not a lot, but I didn't complain because it was $300 that I made sitting in my kitchen. Like what can you complain about that? I didn't really have high expectations making money off of an app on my phone. I started teaching on an iPhone 5. I was working on an old, outdated iPhone on an app. Like, I did not expect to make any more money than I would make at, like, say, Ibotta. I didn't expect to make any amount of livable income. I just thought maybe I'd have enough, money to, like, make minimum payments on something and do something. Lo and behold, this single decision has absolutely changed my life. I haven't had to find a job that would work with my crazy schedule. I haven't had to pay for daycare. I have been able to work 100% from home and pay off all of my student loans, pay off all of our collections debt, pay off all of our credit card debt, like 100% credit card gone, buy a 2019 Mitsubishi Outlander, save up money to buy a house, and that's where I'm at now. So today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, October 30th. And on October 31st, on November 1st, my credit card payments will be timed out. So like I won't have more than 2 late credit card payments within a 12-month period. And I will be qualified to buy a home through NACA. So I'm like really, really, really pumped about this. I have money saved up to do it. It doesn't require a down payment, but I have it. This is the NACA thing here, if you wanted to see it. But I will make a separate video about NACA because that's something that I'm really super excited about too. But the point of this video is that if you're working for Palfish, I don't want you to think that just because you see teachers that are up here and you're down here, it doesn't mean that you can't get up to their level eventually. This is really emotional for me when I say this out loud because I've never really talked about it out loud until today, and I didn't really realize how far I've come. But within less than a year, I've been able to save up money. I've been able to pay off debts. I am getting ready to buy my first house. And I did this for my freaking iPad. Okay. I did this from my iPad, you guys. I did this from an app off of the iTunes store. An app off of the Google Play Store. I did this off of an app. I've decided that I'm never going back to where I was before. I just want you to know that if you're a new teacher on Palfish, or if you're thinking about teaching on Palfish, I just want you to know that the sky is the limit here. When I tell you the things to do, I'm telling you from experience what works. Because when I started in December, I was using it to fill in VIP kid classes eventually. Sore throat, I'm sorry. I was using it to do that for months until finally I said I'm done with VIP kid and I don't want to work for them anymore. I basically started new with 0 regular students in April. And I was able to climb and grow to be one of the top 50 teachers and completely replace my income that I was taking home, from the post office, and completely make my own hours. I can go to the Mother's Day things that they have. I can go to the Christmas concert that my daughter will have. I can still drop her off at camp. I can take them trick-or-treating. I can do all the things that people are supposed to do with their families. I'm very thankful. And I'm super thankful. You're going to see me Friday. Whew. You are going to see me on Friday. If you see me after 3 o'clock when my appointment is, I will probably be worse than this. Because I will either hear from my counselor, congratulations, you're qualified, or I will have okay, there's one more piece of paper that one more thing that we need to qualify you, so, come back at this date and you'll be qualified then. I'm going to be one step closer to getting my house. That's how far I've come in less than a year. I know that there's a ton of other success stories on there. I'm not the most successful person on Palfish, not by any means. The #1 teacher, he started the same time I did, and he ranked up like this. He went #1 within 2-3 months. He was in the top 10. So the sky is the limit. What you want to put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And yeah, I'm going to end this now, but make sure you click subscribe. I'm going to get to you all the details on NACA. I am super passionate about that too, because it takes a long time to fix your credit to get to where you can buy a house. It takes a long time to save up what you need to save up for a down payment on a mortgage. It takes a long time to fix your life when you've messed up. I don't know how many of you are coming from a point of messed up, but I'm just gonna take a jump at it and say that we've all messed up in our lives, and I think you guys can all relate to me on some level here. I'm a wreck after telling my story, so it's just, Palfish has been so good to me. And if it's something that maybe you just started and you're like, oh, I only get 1 booking a week, I'll never make it big, it's not meant for me. Or maybe you're looking at it and you're like, that's gotta be a scam, who can teach online? If you're looking at it negatively like that in any way, shape, or form, I kind of want to turn that frown upside down, because it's just so good. My voice is so deep and scratchy right now. I kind of sound like a man. I'm gonna go cry myself in a corner right now as I flip through the pages of my NACA binder and dream of my dream house. Alright, make sure you hit subscribe. I want to see your smiling faces and your comments every day of my life down there. So hit subscribe so I can see you guys all pop up on my notifications, because I love you. And that's what this channel is all about. It's not all about Palfish. This channel is literally all about things that I have learned in my life that can help your life. Bye, guys.